Alright, hi everyone, Valrion here. Welcome back to the channel. After a long break, we are continuing with episode 4 of the free-to-play Grand Celeb Adventures. An entire month has gone by and the PvP meta has shifted very drastically, namely due to the release of SenTaira no Masakado. Along with his release, it has also prompted me to shift some teams from this ult to something more comfortable. Therefore, we are no longer playing our Ban Shishio SP Susabi core, and let me introduce you to one of the budget builds of this meta, which is the SenTaira composition. Alright, let's take a look at it. Okay, so here is the breakdown. SenTaira is essentially a tanky defensive archetype relying on Taira's recovery combined with Senhirei's conch that absorbs damage and then counterattacks. This archetype has a very low entry floor compared to the other cores, and at its bare minimum, I do recommend having at least one head to play. The recommended ban is SP Ungai, which reduces the chance of facing top tier compositions like Gui Ungai and prevents opposing teams from starting with a lot of res, which then removes a lot of the tail requirements of this team. I believe this composition gets more comfortable to play when you have more around like 2 heads and 1 tail. And so, however, this obviously, because it's a budget composition, it does have some weaknesses. The main weakness is the lack of aggressive options, and playing second speed usually means capitalizing more on opponent mistakes rather than creating windows of opportunities yourself. The main downside for SenTaira as well is that the game tends to last longer, making ladder climbs slower than other archetypes like Nuke. But if you want to become a master of defensive play, SenTaira is the comp for you. Okay, let's quickly go over the core Shikigami and how to distribute your speed. If you have 1 head and 1 tail, I believe you should give it to the SP Enma. So here, this is what I do. My first head and my first tail to SP Enma, get her over 155 speed at minimum to outspeed, the 159, 160 men Reikis that might be on the ladder. If you can't make 155 speed, or if you don't have a tail, I do recommend putting it on SSR Enma because of her, 127 base speed. This she has higher hit chance as well. Higher CC base chance, and that compensates for the lack of tail. And for SSR Enma, you only need about 1 plus 152. Okay, so next up in the composition is SSR Gui, Gui Jingyao. You can use both Tree Nymph or Azure 4 set, and you just put on whichever one is faster. Any combination of slot for HP or defense is good enough, is fine, but HP is a priority because it helps him survive against Otokuro. If you have another tail, you could give it to Gui, but he would still be able to reliably skip turns even without a tail, because we ban Ungai, right? So opponent has less res overall. I mentioned Tree Nymph and Azure. Yeah, both of them can be fine. Alright, so anything above 145 speed is usable. However, the faster he is, the bigger your advantage. If this Gui, the one that you can build, outspeeds SSR Feng, you would have a bigger advantage against Shira Feng teams. You could be able to use some different strategies compared to if the Gui is slower. So after Gui, the next priority is to give the next speed to SSR Sen. That's what I did, mainly because Gui has a skill. So let me bring him up. So where's my Gui here? Gui has a skill that enables the reduction of orb cost, and if Sen is going after him, she will not benefit from it so much because her third skill is 0 orbs, right? So you want the Sen moving first, the Gui to cast skill 3, which then lets Taisha, who's coming after the Gui, to benefit from having 0 orb cost. So you want the Sen to be faster than Gui. Sen has 3 speed advantage over Feng. Not over Feng, over Gui, and so Sen only needs, in this case, plus 151. Fortune Cat, you want to put Fortune Cat on her, running speed, attack, but you can use a single HP slot if it helps tune Sen's speed properly. Finally, we put our next fastest Azure on Taisha. Well, that's because I put Nymph on Gui. The Nymph and the Azure are interchangeable. You should put whatever is faster on the Gui, and then the next one on Taisha. Same stats as Gui. It'll be speed. And then slot 4 and 6 will be HP, defense, or hit. Okay, so next up, we can't forget the centerpiece of this archetype, which is Taira no Masakado. Taira is a very special Shikigami who has 2 different stances. We are focusing on his defense stance, which is some absurd recovery. This is enhanced by his defense stat, but is capped by his attack stat. We have to limit his attack so that he starts in defense mode. And also, if he's to be able to hit hard, he needs crit and some crit damage. So in total, he has 5 different stats to balance. So here, this is how you're supposed to calculate him. Let me just reset everything. So we want to put him on Soul Edge. Let me just quickly put him on Soul Edge. We want to use the damage indicator. I want to enable both attack and defense bonus on slot 2 and 4. Then we set up the max crit, over 128 speed. As for defense, we're going to put in 1200. And then for attack, we are going to put a minimum at 8,000, and then we're going to put a maximum of 8,400. Remember, our defense is limited, has a floor of 1,200, which means that we can't go over 8,400 attack, otherwise you'll start in attack mode, which is a no-no. So now we just calculate everything, wait for the calculator to run, and what we are trying to look for is anything over 17,000 damage score, which will be pretty good Taira that can hit hard as well as be able to recover a lot of HP. And so yeah, we'll take the very first one here. It's pretty good in all stats, have everything we need, and yeah, this will be our Taira, and that's how we calculate it. Okay, next up, afterwards we're going to build a lot of other different Shikigamis to help fill the gaps in our comp. When Taira is banned, we're going to be using Shirafung archetyped. We're also going to be filling out a lot of the archetype weaknesses, including against nuke teams. So against nuke teams, we're going to also be using the SSR Taki a lot. We're going to also be using the Nekogawa a lot. Nekogawa is then tuned to SP Enma's speed so that he can be able to snipe out key Shikigamis like the opponent SP Kagura. What else do we have? We also need SP Inenra, which is also sometimes useful, and yeah, we also struggle a little bit against Tsukuyomi, so we're gonna need to surprise the opponents with some AoE CC, which is like our Feng. We also need some AoE damage, for example, from SP Susabi as well as SP Orochi. The other Shikigamis are all pretty niche. They won't really see a lot of action unless we face a specific team or situation. And yeah, that's the quick summary of our builds. And we're gonna just move up straight into some gameplay. All right. And yeah, let's just get going. All right, we got everything ready. We're gonna be climbing to Grand Celeb, and let's see if we can find a match. Perfect. All right, so let's get it going. Alright, first off, ban SP Ungai as usual. We do not want to run into Ungai teams, quite difficult to deal with for our composition. We are up against Ban Enma. Ban Enma is a bit tricky. Typically it could mean nuke, but we're just going to keep an open mind. We're going to open up with Taira first, as usual, and it is nuke. So perfect. When we're up against nuke, we want to pivot to Shiranui, and then we go, for example, SP Enma. Normally ban SSR Enma, SP Enma to harass what they're doing, and then we go Taki here, Taki to defend against what their nuke. So they think that we're going to be sitting floor, and finally we play our Nekogawa to snipe out important key members. Let's see if they would defend against it. If they want to defend against it, it will be a Maga. Otherwise, they might go Orochi. Perfect. Tsukuyomi. This is all good in my case. They can be able to get something going here. Let's play a Yorimitsu, because it'll be pretty good in this situation. And so all we need to do here would be to snipe out their stuff. Probably we just CC the Tsukuyomi here. Yeah, I think that would be good. Since it will come up right after the Emma turn before our Neko. We just need our Neko to act here. Probably just take out this SP tag here. Okay, this is fine. And now they have no way to nuke us. So yeah. Normally in this meta, people really no longer guard against Nekogawa that much. So it's all good. All good to do. Alright, here let us look at the Shiraban. So what does Shiraban mean? It just means that we're going to be playing very standard SenTaira here. We could be up against all sorts of things. So there's Oitsuki, there's Oitsuki Shuten, there's Oitsuki Auto, Shuten Auto, all sorts of openers. So we're just gonna do what we do, which is SenTaira. Okay. And we're gonna see what the opponent's gonna do here. Okay, Oitsuki. We're gonna play Taisha here. They put a little bit of pressure on them, but most likely they'll play like something like Gui, something like Feng. Okay, a Gui to counter us. And that's fairly usual. Let's play a Feng here. I think Feng is pretty nice. Kodo is also not too bad, but they do have the Gui, so let's just play a Feng to see what they're gonna do. We're gonna try and put more pressure upon their sides with AoE CC. Maga here is quite interesting. I am very tempted to play something like Shishio. I think it's not that bad. We could play SP Takayasha, is also pretty good. I'm gonna play a Takayasha, yeah? Okay, I was thinking of Shishio here because it's good into Maga and it would have been very good into that key. But SP Takayasha is also not too bad. The good thing is here is that our Taisha should be able to get through scot-free, because the Gui has to split his focus between Feng and Feng and Taisha, which means that I'm free to grab the key, free to grab the Shuten here. This is a very slow key, which is really good for us, to be honest. So when they first cast a skill, the seasoning will land on Taira, which is really good for us. Okay, so you opted to CC the Taisha, which is okay for us. That means we can simply just grab the Gui here. We could CC here like this, and our Taisha is free to move. So yeah, perfect. We're free to move. We grab this SP Shuten. We just normal attack here into our Taira. Perfect. Now we splash poison. Where's our SP Takayasha coming? He should be coming soon, huh? Where is our SP Takayasha? That is so weird. Oh, that is so much damage. Are you sure they have ult? Oh, huh? Okay, that really hurts. We're just gonna normal attack here. We're not gonna stress out too much about it. Let's just deplete her shield a little bit. Okay. Ow, that hurt a lot. Dude, this is like full damage key. Okay, we're gonna take out this Shuten first. I think that's the important priority. Nice, we take out everyone here because of the Feng mark. And the game's over. Yeah, so the Gui had to grab our Feng. There was like no way. There was no other way because I could just double normal attack into the Gui to prevent his S3, his skill 3 from resolving. Alright, next up, we're going to be continuing with our ban. Let's see what our opponent will do. Ban SP Takayasha. This is a very interesting ban, and I believe it should be my guildmate, because Den, who specifically bans that, specifically plays that ban. Okay, Feng here. It could be a Feng Shira, so we're just going to keep an eye out on what it is. Alright, it is a Feng Shira. So up against this kind of comp, we're going to need to use our Gui a lot. If our Gui is fast enough, we're in a huge advantage. If our Gui isn't fast enough, we are not in a huge advantage. So what we're going to do here is, since they showed the SP card, most likely they're going to play, what's his name again? They're going to play SP Orochi. So we're going to prepare a Susanoo here when it comes to when it shows up. Susanoo against the SP Orochi. Okay, it's an auto Kuro. So what can they do here? Though they don't have any puller here, which is quite interesting. I can always grab the auto Kuro. And I think we need to guard up against whatever the SP Orochi that's coming. I think that's the only really a Taira here. Okay, that is very interesting because I can always grab the auto Kuro, switch it off, and I have long-term advantage in terms of my Sen being able to deep freeze my opponents. So I think I'm actually in a good spot here. So I think my opponent is, I think there's a little bit of, I think there's something I can do with my opponents here. Obviously my first target has to be to grab the stuff, but I can test the waters to see who actually has a soul edge here. And I don't actually see who has soul edge here, so I'm just here to confirm who actually has it. This is a very slow... Okay, so he does have soul edge. Alright, we're just confirming. Okay, so we're not gonna do something, not gonna be too offensive. Actually, never mind. Let's go for it. Okay, let's waste their orbs, throw it onto himself. Then we're gonna throw it onto Onmyoji. Okay, we can probably just skill 3 here. I think if we can get rid of the SP card, we're in a good spot here. Well, actually, I'm in a little bit of trouble here. Ow, that really hurts. Okay. Now the good news here, we can always pass the turn to Taisha here. And then we can grab the Masakado. Okay, we got this. And then we can... Oh, they're out of orbs. Okay, if they're out of orbs, that's okay for us. If they're out of orbs. Alright, so they're out of orbs. We can continue to pressure them then. My normal attack. Now I'm just gonna do it. Okay, let's skip. The problem is here we have to deal damage, which is a little awkward, but we can try and do some damage here. Ow. Kind of want to freeze possibly him. Okay, let's see what it's gonna do. It's a bit awkward in terms of we're gonna get CC'd here. How did the phone come up so fast? But it's alright. Okay, we can kill him here. Okay, perfect. And then we are going to possibly skip this auto Kuro. Yeah, let's skip this auto Kuro here. Okay, they can't touch us. They lose all their orbs. Can I kill here? I feel like we can... Oh, okay, never mind. So I thought we could kill here. I'm just experimenting here. I thought we could possibly kill, but Seems like it's a bit over the top, huh? Bit over the top, but they can't really do that much to me, so which is good for us. I was sure it's gonna be an SP Orochi last pick, because that's the standard answer to Taira Sen. Alright, let's get back to the game. Alright, we're up against the Taira ban. Perfect. We have 3 games, 3 different situations. So now, up against the ban of our core Shikigami, we'll have no choice, but we have to pivot out. So, what are we going to do when we're up against a Taira ban? This is BON, we play from Shira, so we open up with Shira. Okay, so they're playing Manreiki first, so they could be playing Nuke. So we're just going to play a Long here. Long is great when Taira is banned. Okay, this is how it is. So we're just going to play an SP Enma, and we're going to play a Taki, and we're going to play a Nekogawa here. Okay, yep, SP Kag. Let's play a Taki. We could also choose to play SP Susabi. Jizo SP Susabi looks insane here against this kind of team here. Alright, so they choose this. So now we're going to add a separate threat. We're going to put in a Nekogawa here. So what they're going to do is possibly a Haku. Okay, that works. We have Jizo Long here, which also can help our team. We're looking at long-term play here, so possibly we go for Hiromasa. We could go for Minamoto, but I think Hiromasa probably can help us in the long run here. So since the Haku is going to protect the entire team, it's how it's going to be. But are they a speed? Okay, they are a speed. What's his face? A speed thing. So it's okay. Jizo. Okay, we're gonna see what they're gonna do. CC my Nekogawa, possibly. CC my Enma. Okay. I'm just gonna hit the icicle. I don't think I can be able to kill anyone here. So we're just gonna break the icicle here. Okay, that's how it is. Okay, he's gonna try and kill my Nekogawa. So we're looking for a long-term play here. Okay. That's alright. Let's kick into them. Okay, so we can burst them down later. Hey, we lost 2. I think she should still be alright. Well, maybe not, I think. We're in a little bit of trouble here. Let's try and wash our team into... do a little bit of damage here. Where is he protecting? Okay. Move forward here. Possibly hit into the protected target. Okay, we took this down. Hey, the good news is that their Haku is down. They probably can't kill us. We have Jizo plus Taki, and so we can be able to come up and shoot their guy next. Okay, if not, we're gonna probably aim to shoot the Enma. Okay, let's see what they're gonna do. Okay, get my Hiromasa, that's okay. Okay, they're coming back up again. A little annoying, but hopefully we'll be able to do something here. Okay, we do need a small opening. Possibly deal a bit of damage here. Okay, let's try and kill the Enma here. The problem here is that we might die to here. We're not healing, right? We need kind of like a bit of healing here. That was pretty close, but maybe we got it here. It's gonna be a bit tough, but I feel like we might be able to get this. I think a possible response we could have done would be a SP Hoshi, SSR SP Hoshi. Pretty good. Would have been a bit more appropriate. The problem here is that the SP Menreiki actually can carry in this fight. So unfortunately, it seems like we are out of options here. Unfortunate, but we'll get him next time. Unlucky that they did went Haku, because if we play something else, we would have been in an advantage. And we'll know next time, right? We'll know what they're gonna do next time. So we're gonna play something like Susabi, we're gonna play something like Inenra. I think would definitely help our case here. Alright, so up against Shiraban, we are gonna play SenTaira again. And let's see what we can do here. The last game was a little unfortunate, but maybe it's okay. So shooting, it's probably gonna be Oitsuki, it's gonna be Auto. So we're gonna see what they're gonna do. We're gonna play Taisha first. Taisha will be able to grab the Auto, prevent the biggest threat here. We're probably gonna play Feng next. Unless they play a Feng. Okay, let's play a Feng. Feng is pretty good. Our other options would be Gui, Koto is good. Koto is also not that bad. But let's play a Feng here. Okay, and then finally let's play a SP Susabi. Quite like that. They're gonna play like a Tsukuyomi or something like that. Tsukuyomi is really good into our comp. Come on, show it. Yeah, see? So yeah, Tsukuyomi. Let's play this. Okay, and we're gonna play Yori. Okay, so they're slower than our comp, which is really good for us. If they're slow, we have a huge advantage going into this fight because we normal attack into S3. Should be, and if we get some good deep freezes, we should be good. As long as we get some good deep freezes. So perfect, so edge block. Okay, let's try and... we probably won't be able to get a CC on the first hit, but if we can get good CC here, I think this should be good enough. We're in a huge spot, as long as we freeze that auto curl. Here we could skill 2 here. We're not going to grab anyone, but we're just here to stack up the Senhime conch. So it's obviously going to get blocked, but here it is. Shooting setup, good for us. He's going to normal attack here. Into S3. Okay, perfect. Alright, he got everyone frozen. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, the moon's gonna move next, so there's gonna be some counterplay available here. Okay, unfortunate, that's how it is. Okay, hit us. He can one-shot our Tyra here, which is unfortunate, but it is how it is. Okay, this happened. Okay, rift in time. Our Susabi getting killed here is a little bit unfortunate. Probably want to look towards actually making an AO Noble Susabi, huh? Okay. So, alright, we got our rift in time. We're gonna try and smack this orb here. Can't really hit anyone else, but if we can land a kill, we're actually in a really good shape. But we seem to be not be. We're losing here. I think we probably needed one more freeze, possibly on the Tsukuyomi. I think we'll be okay. But without it, we seem to be in a bit of a pickle. I think this is it for us. Unfortunately, I don't think we can be able to bust through it. Yeah, the Tsukuyomi's coming back up. Bit too late for us here. Oh, I think I should probably look towards bit of a different build for the, what do you call it, Susabi. But it is what it is. Alright, up against Autokuro Band. This is good for us, as Autokuro, as you see from last fight, is very, very powerful into any Tyra team. most Taira teams. So let's see what they're gonna play. Starting off with SP shooting. I mean, it could be nuke. These sorts of things do indicate the possibility, and it is. So we're just gonna play SP Enma. Taki. And I'm probably gonna play Nekogawa here. Okay, Man Reiki. That's how it is. It could be a Haku. If it's a Haku, it's a little annoying, but I think it's handleable. Take a look at what they're gonna play. Okay, they're gonna play a Feng. I think it's a little greedy. On the greedy side, not respecting the SP Enma. So let's play a Yori. We're gonna snipe out the... what do you call it? Here. Okay, so here I think we can go for the CC onto the Menreiki just to see if they get it or not. Alright, let's snipe out this card. Okay, it's a tree nymph shooting. I think that's not too helpful for nuke. If it was Soul Edge, we would have been in a lot of trouble. Okay. Should be on 0 orbs now. No attack. Okay, that works. Alright. Splash poison. Okay, you should be able to get 3 orbs here. So you should be at 3 orbs. Fine. You should not have enough orbs for a second S3. Okay, GG. Okay. I have 2 stacks here. He should only normal attack. Okay, gets me in a normal attack. If he hits anyone, he needs to hit. Yep, he needs to hit Taki. Perfect. Okay, skill 2. Okay, I got the Soul Edge proc. Goodbye. Okay, get 3 free orbs here. Okay, let's take out this SP shooting. Okay, skill 3. Okay, perfect. We can skill 3 here. Doesn't matter. I think we can normal attack here, then we can S3 press onto the... Yeah. Okay, we're up against SP Shooting Band. This should be okay for us, as it does normally indicate people not playing auto. Okay, we're up against Fire Team. So Fire Team is quite interesting in terms of it can deal a lot of damage to us. We have to be very wary of it. But on the other hand, it also has clear weaknesses that we can exploit. Okay, and I feel like we can possibly contest with Gui, or we can also possibly contest with Angai. Okay, Angai here. And I quite like an SP Hoshi pick here. Usually it's good into Fire Teams. I can also choose to play Cat, but I think Cat is like eh. Okay, they play SP Takayasha. That is quite interesting. Okay, let's see who they CC here. Okay. That's good. It lets our what do you call it? Taisha run free. We're probably gonna grab onto this SP Takayasha. Don't want him to be crazy, doing crazy stuff at the start. Okay, he grabs our what do you call it? Hoshi. Good for us. Probably just do some poison splash here. We can just normal attack into our Taira. Possibly we need to pull ourselves forwards. Okay, if we splash poison, our Taisha should get up ahead. Don't want to touch them too early, so I'm just gonna normal attack here. Okay, we still get him. Ah, that's annoying. Because they do a lot more damage to us. It's quite annoying in terms of how much damage they can do. Okay, at least they're CC'd. It's good for us. I think we just normal attack here. Not gonna be too complex about it. I'm gonna shield ourselves because we need to protect us. Hopefully they'll run out of orbs. Yep, they'll run out of orbs. We can be able to try and hit into them. We're gonna I'll do our best to attempt to flip this. We probably can't. So we're just gonna try and damage the SP Takayasha. Ah, crap, we ran out of orbs here. That's not good. Ah, we're out of orbs too. Ah, this is not good. This is not good. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, at least we got him. Let's see if we can take out this Fuken. How many stacks? 1 stack. I think their Soul Edge can't trigger, so we should be doing pretty fine. Okay, take out that Fuken. That's most of their damage gone. Nice. Fire team banning SP Shooten. SP Shooten is one of their best Shikigamis to use because he's also a fire Shikigami. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, 28. Okay, Taira ban. We're playing Feng Shira here. We might be up against the same Men Reiki team, so we're just gonna play like a SP Hoshi last pick, and hopefully it will be good for us. Let's play Shira. Let's open up with Shira here. Okay, it's a Shooten first pick. I think we're okay with playing Feng here. Okay, it's Nuke again. Dang it. Let's play SP Enma. Okay, we could play a Long here, not that bad. Long, and then we can play a... I still like Nekogawa. I still like Nekogawa greatly. I don't mind playing an SP Susabi here. I think it's actually not that bad. Just wait for them to get a CC onto themselves, right? First turn, let me just try and press the... Is it better? I think this is better. You know, just to be safe. Bro, the amount of damage enhancement we have is insane right now. Yeah, they're so dead here. Perfect. Alright, now one more battle. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Okay, we're up against an SP Susawi band. Do you know what that means? That usually means another nuke. So yeah, nuke teams are fairly okay to handle, I think. So it can be quite simple. Really depends on what they're playing. Let's play Ashira here. Okay, let's play an SP Enma. I'm gonna play... Yeah, let's see what they're gonna do. I'm gonna play Taki. Okay, SP Yuki goes in. Alright, let's play a Taki here, and let's play a, what do you call it, Nekogawa. Let's play all sorts of that sort of thing, right? Nekogawa. I mean, we can always play, it's okay, let's play Nekogawa here. It's fine. Yep, let's play a, could play Yori. Yeah, let's play a Yori here. Help synergize with our here later. Okay, what we're gonna do. The good thing is Shiro with Enma, usually it's kind of a little more difficult for Haku plus Menriki to surpass. Okay, they still do it, and that's okay. Just hit me. Hit me. Alright, FC, SP shooting. Okay, we have Taki, we have, what's his name, Taira. Hit me. Hit me. Do it. Kill my Enma. Alright. Not gonna use a bit more force, huh? Alright. Okay, crush. Ow, that really hurts, man. Bro, that hurts! That icicle thing hurts. This is fine. Okay, my turn, right? Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Soul Edge? Oh, no Soul Edge. That's okay. Okay, thank you. Let's hit the shooting. Okay, he's down. That's okay. Two stacks. Okay, that's down. Now they can't 1v1 me. But yeah. Excellent. Perfect. Good run. 45 minutes. 8 stars, 9 stars. I think we did pretty well today. I think we started around here. 9 games. We lost 2. It's alright. Okay, so that is the showcase for SenTaira today. Video is about to end in 3-4 minutes. So yeah. Alright. Have a good weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.